Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so today we're going to be doing a prediction video for what is going to be coming for the Bankai Live. We're going to be getting the news Sunday morning, so Christmas Eve, so we will be live, so maybe, you know, come on by. It'll be pretty early, so it won't be too bad, but yeah. Either way, we're predicting it to be some of the best characters in the entire game. We know there's 100% going to be a Brave Battle character, but we'll be going over like what maybe their attributes could be and maybe what they'll end up doing in the game. So if you guys are enjoying, hit the like button, subscribe, and comment down below what you think we're going to be getting for end of year. Now, as you can see on the screen right now, I have Yuha, Ichigo, and Kenpachi. Now, obviously, the banner isn't confirmed to be a 3-character banner, so I'm going to be going over who I think will be the 2-character banner if we get that, or a 3-character banner, and then I have 2 other banners that I think could possibly be it, but this is going to be my main one. So my main theory or guess for end of year is obviously Core 1 Ichigo versus Yuha. So Bankai Ichigo, the full bring Ichigo at least, because we haven't had one in about like 4 or 5 years, I think. And the design is just so cool. I would also like the tattered look one where he's like actually like injured. I think that would just look really sick. And then the Quincy caped Yuha that fought Yamamoto. Like, it's probably my favorite design for Yuha. I think it's the most aesthetically pleasing. I think it looks really sick. So those are the main 2 that I'm like 90% sure if they do 1000 or better is what we'll end up getting. Obviously, it could be different. You never know. They could throw us a curveball and do, you know, maybe they'll end up doing a Bambietta banner or something. Not Bambietta, but like the Bambi girls. Like Candace, Meninas, Little Toto, or Giselle or something, you know? Who knows? But this is what I would prefer for end of year. I think it would be one of the most hyped banners. And then for the 3rd character, the only character I realistically could see is either a... I'm not saying Yama. I don't care how many times Aaron Yara brings it up. I never want to see another Yama for at least a year. I'm so sick of him. I don't care. I'm sick of that man. I want a Kenny, I want a Jugram, or Aizen. Simply because Kenpachi literally like swings in and, you know, like fights him off screen. Obviously it's Lloyd Royd, but either way he still like technically fights Yuha. And then for the Jugram, like he's there, you know, he's there in the fight. He breaks Ichigo's Bankai. You know, he had some relevance on the fight and it looked badass. So I'm fine with him if he joins in and he gets an SP character or something. And then my 3rd guess for the potential banner is an Aizen, because he does confront Yuha, you know, in the is it the Mugen? That little dark area where Unohana and Kenpachi fought. I think that could be a stacked banner, absolutely stacked, and I would be there for it. Any of those 3 combos of characters, or even just a 2 combo of Ichigo and Yuha, take my orbs. Take them all. I don't care. I love both of these versions. I love all 3 of the characters, or I guess all 5 technically. Jugen would be my least favorite, because I obviously love, like, Kenpachi and Aizen are some of my absolute favorite characters in the entire show. Funny enough, these are like some of my top like 6 probably, like Yuha, Ichigo, Kenpachi, Aizen. Some of my favorites. So this would be my ideal banner, because we're going to be getting a Brave Battle character. I would love an SP Yuha. So if Yuha ends up becoming the absolutely broken SP character, I'm fine with that. I think that we need a farmer for this banner as well. So I'm fine with... I can't see Kenpachi being a farmer. It just doesn't seem right, you know? So I think Kenpachi is going to be the Brave Battle character. And I think that Ichigo will be a farmer. Obviously, you can vice versa it. But I just don't see Ichigo being a PvP character. I'm not really a fan of it. If he is, it's fine. And then if we get a 3rd character as a really broken farmer, I'm fine with it. But, so yeah, my main predictions for like what they could do. Yuha would be the main DPS. Preferably a mind or power character, to be honest. That's what I would prefer. Mind is still somewhat lacking, even though we already have 8th anniversary White. He's amazing. We have 7th anniversary Ichigo, and then other than that, we don't have any huge DPS characters. So I would love another Mind character. As for the PvP character, I genuinely think it could be a speed character, simply to counteract Ishin, and it can't be a heart character. So either speed or power, because it at least, like, you know, coincides with Ishin It's not a huge disadvantage if he's Technique, because I think Technique would probably get slaughtered right now unless they just kind of like completely counteract the Chad, because he's still kind of annoying if, you know, you face off against him and you're not like built for it against Chad. And then obviously Ishin, the main power DPS in Brave Battle. So either speed or power is what I'm going to assume for the Brave Battle character. And then for the potion farmer, I'm mainly wanting a Technique link slot farmer, like a broken Tensa link slot farmer for Technique. I love Gin and all, but he just doesn't cook unless it's his killer week. Like right now in IT, he's great. I love him. I just slap some fire immunity on him. I don't have to worry about the pools and the puddles, and he's fine. He's cooking. He one-shots basically everything in the map besides the bosses, but that's to be expected. Not really any characters one-shot bosses unless they're max transcended, so that's fine. But power, oh my god, I can't use a single power potion character. Like I tried Neliel, I didn't like her. I just did not like her gameplay at all. I don't know why. It looked like she's an amazing character in her kit, and she's only regular potion or she's only super potions as well. So it's kind of like I would like regular potions as well as I'm farming. It's just pretty nice, unless it's like a plus 10 super link slot potion character. Then that's understandable to only be super link slot potions. But only plus 5 super link slots is kind of like, not really my thing. So, yeah, that's my 3 things what I would like the characters to be. Now, let's go into banner number 2, because I feel like most people probably want the main thing out of the way. So, for the second banner, for the second option that I think that could possibly come for end of year is Unohana and Kenpachi. This is another absolute fan favorite, in my opinion, for me. From Core 1. I don't think it'll be Core 2. Obviously, it could be. Maybe we could get something in there, but I'm still leaning towards Core 1. I didn't really bring that up in the first part, but that's what I'm leaning towards. The Unohana and Kenpachi fight was so sick. I loved it. I loved every minute of it. So it could just be that, because we did just get a Yaturu, you know, so maybe they're just building up to the big fight. You never know. But this would be my second pick. I would not complain about this at all, but I could see why people would complain about it, just because it's another Unohana and Kenpachi, because we've already gotten 2 banners like this for end of year. We got the Safui, and then the first 1,000-year Blood War banner, which was this one, this Unohana, and then the 1,000-year Blood War Kenpachi. But it's been a while since we've gotten a 1,000-year Blood War Kenpachi, so I don't mind if he just comes in on the banner in any way, shape, or form. Always down for another Kenny. Absolutely love the character. Would not mind another Unohana, but we did just get the other one, the speed character one, so that's why I was a bit iffy on this. But it's realistically the only other fight I could possibly think of from Core 1 that we could potentially get. Unless they go to Core 2 and I'm just completely flabbergasted, then sure. But I just don't see them jumping that far ahead. I do have a third option. Don't know if I would love as much, but let me just show you. Alright, and so I'm going to be predicting for a third character banner that possibly we could be getting an Aizen and Ichigo banner. Obviously, it could be Danga, it could be Mugetsu, not really sure. It doesn't really matter to me. I would just love Monster Aizen finally in the game. Although, I honestly think this would be a better banner to drop when they did the remake of the Quincy Ichigo, which I believe was end of month February, because I believe we got end of month January with Orihime, not Tensa, that's the wrong character, Yumachika and Sun, and then we got the Quincy Ichigo, Ishin, and Tensa banner, which we could potentially get it then. And honestly, I would not mind that at all. It's just been a while since we've had premium characters. Like, ever since, like, I think October, it's only been premium characters. It's been Halloween, it's been Christmas, it's been 1,000-year Blood War, it's been Parasol. We literally have not had premium characters in, like, 3 months, which I know some people might like that because, you know, they're cooler, they're better characters overall, but I would like to be able to just pull characters from tickets that are at least decent, and then it's just free orbs, and I don't have to worry about summoning on them later on if they're just okay. Like the Okiura Zumari and the Yami banner, I think I did like 1 multi, and I got Okiura, and I was like, okay, we're good. Now I can just wait to pull the others with tickets down the line, and it's just more orbs. Obviously, I want these characters to be absolutely broken, just like the Quincy Ichigo and whatnot, but you know, I would just like to have a chance to pull some exciting characters and Brave Battle tickets besides just the anniversary characters. So, you know, just spicing up the pool a little bit. That's all. And I don't expect this. I expect 1,000 or Blood War, but this is just like a third wild guess that I honestly would not mind seeing for end of year. I think it would be really cool. It would be hype, and I would honestly enjoy it just as much as, you know, 1,000 or Blood War. I don't think the community would like it as much. I think a lot of people are expecting 1,000 or Blood War, and I think the game would have more hype and, like, you know, satisfaction if it was 1,000 or Blood War. So that would probably help out a little bit more. But yeah, so now let's just go over more in depth on what I think the characters should end up getting in terms of their attributes and whatnot, which I kind of did, but I kind of want to go more in depth on. So let's just go over and do that. Alright, so now as in terms of Yuha, if he's a mine character, we do not have a mine rampage character, like an actual rampage character, not their gauge rampage character like Nini. Not a fan of that. If we get a gauge rampage character, I don't think I'm going to be summoning for them just because they're so niche. I'm just not the fan of it, to be honest. Even with Ichibei having a really good recharge, I saw Eren Yarrow clear the new guild quest, the Melee Soul Reaper week, I believe it was, with the Ichibei at 1 out of 5. I'm still just not the biggest fan of it. I've tried playing with it, and it's just kind of annoying. It's just too gimmicky. I want a consistent damage output. I say this every time, to be honest, but I'll probably end up summoning. Either way, I want an SP plus 80%, either a Frenzy plus 3 or Rampage. Now, obviously, I want Frenzy plus 2, but if they give him Frenzy plus 3, I don't mind them not having Rampage. Obviously, they would just need a higher Berserker value, etc., etc. Maybe increased chance to proc the status ailment, so that way he can have his SP boost a lot more often, and then give him double killer, double status ailments. I don't want to see a single character for end of year not have double killer and double status ailments, unless obviously it's like, you know, no status ailments because that's for PvE. It's, you know, you don't want to inflict status ailments or something, then that's obviously fine. But you get what I mean, because last year we got Kaname, and only Toshiro had double killer, and I believe he has double status ailments, weakening and freeze, or yeah, I think it's weakening and freeze. I could be wrong, but either way, I know he has double killers. But Kaname didn't, and I did not understand the point of that. Like, just give end-of-year characters. It kind of just scuffed the Softly banner, to be honest. I think they all deserve double killer, double status elements. Make them the best character in the game. It's end-of-year, hype it up, make people summon. I think that's what they should do, literally every single year. Bring more hype, bring more broken characters, because that's how you kind of get more money into the game. You know, you kind of want to do that. So, if they make a SP Yuha, which we've been waiting for years now, I think it would be a service to the character, especially for how he was introduced. Bro was an absolute menace. Bro rolled up and just cut down Yamamoto like he was nothing. Little piece of spaghetti, to be honest. So, just make him broken, Caleb. Make him broken. Alright, now, as for Ichigo, I think he would look absolutely insane as a technique character. Obviously, we already have one. So, you know, they could do power. You know, power could do pretty well, honestly. But either way, power or technique, I literally just want him like a Tensa Zangetsu. He doesn't have to have immunity to everything, even though I would enjoy that. You know, just give him double killer, and then if he is like Tensa, he would obviously have no status summons, which is fine, which is kind of funny because this one doesn't have any either. And I'm fine with that. If they make him the 100% damage, extra damage to non-status afflicted ailments or enemies, I'm fine with it. That is a-okay. Best. Just don't flub up their strong attacks, make them broken. That's all I really want. Give him either +5 of both potions or +5 and +10 super links up potions. One of those two. That would be an insane like skill increase or like power gap. So that way it would be a bigger incentive to summon on this character if he drops regular potions and +10 super links up potions. You know, because I don't see them dropping another +10 links up potion character. We already have Jushiro, so, you know, if they make it +10 super links on potions, that would be absurd. Or maybe they could end up giving another second soul trait, just like the Unohana. I think she literally has like this exact same soul trait right here. And what if they give like recharge and potions? Like, that would be insane. You get recharge and potions, so even if you don't want to use them as like an actual character, as a farmer. No, that still wouldn't make any sense because he'd be the best farmer in the game, most likely. Either way, just it would be a really nice soul trait, you know? You know what I mean? That's all I can say. Maybe he just doesn't have killer. but even then, I feel like he would still probably be better than any of the other characters that you could probably use. So it's still like whatever. Either way, it would be really cool. It'd be really cool. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. It'd be really cool. I'm just daydreaming over here. I think it would be absurd to get, but yeah, that's just really all I can say. I just want a broken power or technique farmer. Now, obviously, it might not happen because we did just get the Grimmjow, and then the co-op event dropped with Grimmjow, so maybe he could just be the potion farmer for this month, which I'd be kind of disappointed. Like, Grimmjow's good. He's a plus 10 mind character, so you know you get plus 10 heart potions, but I don't know. I just don't really need a mind potion character. There's Ikaku, there's the Balgo, and then there's Nelio. I think they're all fine. I think they're all fine enough. So I just don't see a need for the Grimmjow. Like, yes, he's plus 10, but I'm not going to summon on plus 10 Link Slide characters only when they do, like, roughly the same damage. The kits are about the same in terms of, like, damage and the strong attacks. So, yeah, that's just my take on it. Now, as for Kenpachi, obviously one of them has to be the Brave Battle character, and I honestly would kind of prefer it to be Kenpachi. I don't want a Brave Battle Ichigo. I just don't. I would love. I just like playing as Ichigo more. I can see it happening because I've seen some comparisons with the new ability, the invincibility thing, where he's like an extra invincibility for like 10 seconds after he dies, being referred to Blood Vein, which fair enough, I get it, but there could be a thing with Kenpachi, considering when he does fight Unohana, he does like come back to life. You know, obviously it's because she's healing him, but like you know, there's something there. I think the Blood Vein's a bit more closer to home, but you get what I mean. So I would just like him to be a counter to. I don't even know how you would counter Yama, to be honest. Like, if you just make him extremely tanky, and then just be able to just, like, brute force his way through. Like, they could think of something. Just make him an absolutely broken Brave Battle character. Literally make him the best Brave Battle character in the entire game. Maybe he does extra damage to every typing besides power. Who knows? I don't know. Maybe he changes enemies' typing. That would be an interesting thing. He can, like, change his typing. So, like, let's say he's fighting Yamamoto. He changes Yamamoto's typing to tech. Let's say if he's power, or if he's speed, like I was assuming. Let's say he changes the enemy's attribute from, you know, mind for Yamamoto to power, because the Kenpachi here, in theory, it would be speed. I don't know, just something cool would be kind of interesting, but obviously I think it's just going to be that one new mechanic, and then probably like the same exact kit as Yamamoto, but with a different status element. But yeah, that is my guesses. Comment down below what you guys think it could be. I would love to hear your answers, and come hang out in the Bankai Live. It's going to be about 24 hours after this video drops. So either way, take care, peace out, and hope you guys have an absolutely amazing day.